Hi. Okay, thank you for clicking on my channel, and let's continue where we left off just a little bit ago. We have the stork and the man, both of them. There's two men in the Lenormand deck. So we have the stork and two men. So there may be two men in your life that are significant. One may be your father, or it could be two guys that you're seeing anyway. So let's go with stork, and let me read stork for number 17. It's number 17. It says, and thank you for joining me. With movements, upgrades, and improvements, I bring spring and the change of seasons. Sometimes my symbol stands for a new family addition or simply a new state of evolution. I can be your move or your next promotion. The stork is a predictable creature, even though it is fabled to bring change. For example, with the delivery of a child. In reality, it returns home like clockwork to the same nest every year. The stork is a very favored creature and is looked upon with affection. Its return to the nest at springtime is the reason for the association with birth and delivery, which is very much its meaning in the Lenormand system. The stork and the rider will bring news for sure, particularly combined with the letter. The image conjured by the reverie here depicts a pair of storks at home in their nests, with the blazing sun, sorry, I lost my place, with the blazing sun breaking through the clouds. They are looking up towards the life-giving sun, one of the other cards in the Lenormand deck. The process of the birth and life, and then death brings inevitable change. Depending on the cards around the stork, it is a lifestyle change. For example, combined with the house might mean a change of dwelling. But here we don't have the house, we have a man. So maybe it's a change of a man. Maybe you were going to have another man in your life. That could be one of the, one of the reasons for the stork and then the man coming up. Maybe it's a change. Instead of a change in a home, it's a change in a man. So, and then we have the man, which is 28. Let's see what it has for that. Let's see what the Lenormand says about the man. It says, I could be you, the reader, or the male subject of your reading. Or the male partner of the significator. Significator for the male sitter, or the significant other of a female sitter, or of the same gender relationship. An elegant-looking man, or it could be a same-sex relationship, two men. Now, let me see where I left off. It says, an elegant-looking man sits upon a chair holding a red rose. Well, that one's this one, but I'll read this one here in just a minute. And it says, I could be holding a red rose. He appears to be awaiting his companion. In the background, a window lights the scene, which is otherwise unadorned. It speaks of waiting, of patience, of a quiet endurance. There is a sensitivity to this scene that communicates the nature of romance. He looks to the left of the card. So if it would be like that, it would be these two guys, this guy looking this way. But anyhow, that doesn't matter. That might mean something to somebody out there. But so anyhow, this one right here is, I could be you, the reader, or the male subject of your reading, or the male partner of your significator. Significator for the male sitter, or the significant other of a female sitter, or of the same gender relationship. Well, I did the mistake again. Ow, that hurt. This one's man too, right here. So this is man 1 and this is man 2. Okay, so I could be you, the reader, or the significant male subject of your reading, or the male partner. Says this optional second man card in the breviary might be used to provide a specific reference for a reading, or serve for a same-sex relationship, or provide a choice that might better represent the personality of the male subject of the reading. In the second version, a strong-looking man wears a red cloak, his bare chest showing a masculine Mars symbol on the pendant. He looks to the right of the card and appears determined and passionate. The card is lit with a golden background that communicates essential power. Okay, so now that I made a mess out of reading the two guys there, let's go to number 20, which is park. Okay, so that's this one. And let's see what it says. Little Norman has to say about park. It says, when you are going to a party, a concert, or a business meeting, I am sure to show up in your reading. You will find me in a reunion or a retreat, a riot or a picnic. I like crowds and public events, so naturally I am good with all your networking intents. And it says also, in the time of Lenormand, the park or garden was a social venue, a meeting place. It was a space for getting out and about, sharing and networking, a place where relationships were forged. As in the reverie, the card is often depicted as a cultured garden with a fountain, perhaps an echo of Nuremberg, from where the game of hope first sprang. The card means public, and while it may seem strange that there are no people in the image, it is because the public space is what is being depicted. It says this card can suggest the importance of being social, and maybe it is saying you need to promote yourself more, particularly if combined with the moon. A contemporary meaning of this card with the heart might be online dating. If we had the heart in a letter in the 21st century, this could be that email you've been waiting for. Okay, so that's the park. And then number 26 for the book. Let's see, it says the book of knowledge, the book of secrets. What I house is educational and private. I may be your project or your research, and sometimes your studies and journals. Watch out for the cards around me, because with the sun you will see right through me. I am hidden, I am unknown, but occasional knowledge I might learn. The book draws attention to the power of knowledge and the importance of possessing it. This card may suggest that there is something somebody needs to know. I'm going to read it again. This card may suggest there is something somebody needs to know. However, this will only become apparent with the presence of the cards around it. The book is a vehicle for the very imagination itself. The book of the Reverie promises tales of great mystery within its pages. It has a mechanical dial on its front, showing the intricacies of learning. The book opens to the right of the card, which indicates in readings in direction of the learning, literally, what is being opened by the learning. And it says, it may be a surprise to them to say congratulations on your engagement, or wow, a baby, before they have told you. And then number 22 is choice, which is this one right here. Okay. And it says, decisions and choices are what I offer. Alternate directions are what I augur. I speak in multiple and doubles, and when I'm in a relationship, I might be trouble. There comes a time when one needs to make the choice of going one way or the other. Neither way is right or wrong, but only one way can be taken. Here in the reverie, we have steps that take us upwards and onwards towards this point of deliberation. Stairs and steps are symbolic of ascending to a higher place, a much better place, where once you are through the doors at the top that lead to the stars, then the possibilities are infinite. So now that I made a muck and a mess of wrist reading and not reading some of the paragraphs or the meanings of the cards correctly, and I truly apologize, but I think it might mean somebody, or might these messages might be good for somebody that might need to hear this stuff that came out in this reading. I know I enjoyed it very much, seeing all these cards together. They really, they're significant in some way to someone, somebody. So I hope everybody liked it, or I hope it was of good to somebody out there. And so thank you so much for listening, and many blessings to you and your families. And until next time, thank you for listening. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.